1, 2. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, we're live from Rubi-ka. My microphone's gone awfully quiet. Ah, there we go, that's a little better. Right. Well, it sounds a bit quieter than normal. Anyway, I'm just doing the social medias. It takes but a moment. Yes, there we go, and one in the Discords, I believe. There we go. Right, so this evening, I thought I might do a bit of work on my keeper, which I haven't done in a little while, unfortunately. Well, I say unfortunately. I've been working on the shade now. Let's work on let's work on this one, you know. So they've been working away, doing missions, as you do, from Newland. I'm just going to log and buff myself, because obviously I do have the 2 accounts that you're allowed to use at any one time, but no more. Ooh, that's not it. No, it isn't. Ah, there she is. The shade. Aranaf. Is the client custom or just the server? Bit of both. So the server is custom. It's Project Rubi-ka, as per the description. And obviously, in order to run on it with the 18.4 patch of the game, it also runs a little differently as well. So the files and everything have been rebuilt from the ground up. It's quite interesting. Right, let's go. Let's do an same again. So good and credits. It's probably only going to roll inside Newland, but at this level we're very low. We're very low. And we'll go for this one. There we are. So this is my little level 11 keeper with a little 000 weapon. And away we jolly well go. See what we get. I've had one of the intestinal missions. That is, you're inside a giant snake of some kind, which is pretty odd. Extend Scion, welcome to the stream. Oh, I appear to have zoned back here for some reason. Okay. Not sure what went on there. Let's try again. It's pointing to this door. But that... Okay, that mission's broken. Pick another one. Oh, I know what happened there. Yeah. Everyday idiot, welcome to the stream. I run through that door a lot, actually. What do we got here? I've got pickup item. Kill things. Kill target. I'm going to go with pickup item. Hopefully that works a little better. Because if it just keeps teleporting me back to the respawn spot inside Newland, it's not a lot of good. Right, let's go sell some crap. Okay, so I'm literally at this stage just selling everything. Because most of it's kind of useless. Shop food. Implant service check. Yeah, I can go. Aim shot proficiency. Yeah, it's just silly things like that that you loot from chests at this level. Occasionally you're going to come up with something better, but... Yep, okay. Oh, you use the hotbar guide. Yeah, it just makes life so much easier. Yeah, the extended things you can do with hotkeys is pretty useful. It does make characters much easier to play, especially busy. Okay, a mission's bugged. I've got a mission key. Do I have to use the key on the door now or something? Playing Shade. Oh, right. Okay. Let's quickly check the Discord. Any announcements? No. So every time I'm going into a mission, it's warping me back to the safe area. What even is that? You're kind of stuck in an invalid, you've been moved to a safe area. Oh, a mission's broken now? delete that one. Let's try again. Oh dear. Yeah, missions are broked. Old Athen and longest road work. Okay, well, we'll go to Old Athen. So it's your first shade. Yeah, once you get to 220, you've got a lot of perks to deal with. And crash to desktop. Nice. We're doing well here. Is it not copied? Copy. Paste. Guess it didn't copy. Okay. Yeah, maybe try and pull. Someone just sent me a tell saying it's working from certain places. I was just going to do it in Newland because that's kind of where most. God, we're off to a good start. That's where most of the player base is. Or where they hang out and buff and whatever. Right, let's try again. Go Old Athen. Right, we'll try one from here. Yeah, 220. Well, if you've watched the video, you can see that. Yeah, those perks for shade, they really do stack up. Nope. Old Athen not working. Oh dear. Try again in Newland, I guess. No. It ain't working. It was working earlier on today. I nipped on and did a couple of missions. It was okay. See, that's someone exiting a mission. No, it keeps zoning me back. Have a look on the Discord. I'm seeing people appearing outside mission entrances. So they seem to be getting in. Missions in Ents. Yeah, someone said Old Athen works. I went there and it didn't. Nope. Okay, this one's a bust. Which complete have I got? Not much. I can't roll from Omni yet. Wonky mission doors. Symptom playfield changes that went out earlier. Yeah, I logged off when the servers came down for the patch and went, oh, well, dick about in Stalker. You know, Stalker 2. Trying to get this X18 missions work. That was a nightmare. And then thought, oh, I'll come back and try here, you know. So I'll try a few of them, see what happens. It seems to be the same error message each time, which if I... changing area, your character was stuck in an invalid location, you've been moved to a safe area. Yeah, it's been pretty much that message each time it's occurred. Well, let's try doing an XP mission instead of a cash one. Right, where are we? Trying in Boralis. I do see it's not affecting everyone because I went up to a mission door that I've had about 3 or 4 times. Lag is about 10% what it was across the whole game, which is good. That's a positive. But the mission doors went a little sideways. Yeah, it's like it's not quite picking up the teleport to the inside of the mission. I can't. That's the backyard, unless it. Sometimes backyards can double as mission entrances. Let's see what happens. I have mission key. And I've just gone into a backyard. And it says not the location you need. So, okay. It looked like it. Unless it's on the opposite side here. I don't remember a door on the other side. Ah, maybe. This? Aha, well, success, I think, maybe. Yeah, looks like a mission. In Newland, I had a couple of the intestine missions. Tinkering is my code. That the server isn't burning is a plus. Oh yeah, I know. Minor inconvenience. Filthy flea. Yeah, you're making the server less laggy. That's a positive all round. Not going to complain about that one. Self-preservation system if anyone needs. Yeah, not too. I know you guys will figure it out. No biggie. Any Engies need a self-preservation robotic doohickey? Yeah, it does feel smoother, I'll say that. Lock picking failed. And then succeeded. So there was a lot of talk about Sheol. I never really got that far. I got to Sheol and never really got much further with it. But I did see a lot of people speaking about Sheol and not being able to complete quests and whatnot there, so... is that now working? I'm sure a lot of people will be very happy about that. For a while, Sheol was a slideshow into client crash. Solid way to lose access to a character for a bit. Yeah, I can understand the frustration people might have had. I never experienced it because I never got that far in the game. I made 3 or 4 characters and goofed about playing those. I've had this a few times where the mobs had it in the grey cave missions where you get, you know, when you've got the water in the floor, that cell, you'd run past them and they just ignore you and you couldn't attack them. But if you ran through them, they suddenly activated. So it's like their sense of what the hell's going on around them was a bit hit and miss. Don't know. But that happened in a few grey cave missions. And once in a flesh cave mission. Which is very funny. It was like running down the intestines of something. I say intestines because it starts off with the mouth, which, you know, would follow suit that, yeah, you know. In this version of AO, what does Endgame look like? No idea. Never got there yet. I'm on a level 12 character. It's my second highest character. Server reset on Friday last week. The highest level player is what? Maybe 90, 100 or something at the moment. It's not a production game, so... Consists of whatever you want to do. I think people got as far as panned. I don't know if anyone actually killed the beast or anything last time. There's no alien invasion. There's no Lost Eden, and there's no Legacy of the Zan. So it looks like the game... Yeah, some people are hitting it hard. That's a lot in a week. There's no daily missions here. They came in with Lost Eden. So, getting to 150, yeah, they've been hammering it. That's heckler munching, I would say. Questing, a lot of hecklers, and yeah. The whole game is wholly different than live. Yay! I got some medkits. Level 30 on the Anarchy. I'm level 30 something on the Shade, which is the first character. Oh no. Third character I made, but then played for an evening. And went to Crippler Cave for an hour. I thought faction wasn't in, so no SK to 200 is cap. No, you can still get Shadow Knowledge. People got to 200 plus last time round, I know that. I never got that far, so I don't have any personal experience of it, but people did get past there. People were like 210, 212-ish. So the faction system doesn't quite work. It's not plugged in, so to speak, so... Like when you encounter other sided mobs, so if you're clan and you encounter unredeemed, regardless of whatever your faction says, they hate you. They instantly aggro you every time. How that works for SK, I don't know. Yeah, so I think the system's treating it as though you're at 50k SK, or 50k faction straight away. Which is very easy on live, because, you know, faction packets on GMI for a couple of thousand credits, so... Yeah, like this guy's just ignoring me. I can open the chest. Yeah, I've got to literally run through his mesh to get him to activate. Yeah, because when you open faction... well, as you can see... Right there. It's 0 across the board, but... unread mobs really don't like me. It'll be interesting to see. I'll know pretty quick if I ever hit 200 and then go kill something in Shadowlands what the faction looks like. Um, 82%. Need a couple more mobs, seeing as this is an XP mission, not a cash mission. $50k for everyone by default now on my list to work through, so it scales actual values. That'll be more useful for quests and such like. Remember the fun games I had on Lobies trying to do the Elysium Garden quest? Or trying to do the spec books, that was it. Yeah, oh god. What were you rolling the mission for? XP. Don't even know what the reward is. Testing missions. It's going to give me a HSR arms, which I'm never going to use on a keeper. I'll probably just vendor. Just sell it. 91%. I mean, we're level 12. We're not looking for specific mission-only reward items yet. Nearly everything we need is dino loot and or vendor. So at this point, nothing in particular. Any of these lootable? No. You are. Ah, but not when you're fighting me. Muddy Zen, welcome to the stream. Would be 100%. I gotta remember the way back to the mission objective, which I think I can do. No. No, I cannot. It was in one of these rooms down these corridors, that much I remember. Ah, yes, here we go. Token. Puts me back outside the mission. Okay, so they seem to work in Newland just now. I could go the subway and do stuff there. Finish upgrading this little weapon. You just killed my ex. What? What on earth do you mean? Let's do a credits one. Oh, return to vendor one. What's the reward for that? Implants? Concealment proficiency. Yeah, none of these rewards are going to be... let's do that one. I should have picked up the other one, but never mind. A deformed monster from the depths of hell. You're nice. It's a bit dark on stream for everyone. Don't know if that helps or not, but there you go. How much XP did you get? I got... Scroll. 401, not much. But I'm still inside the same place I'm rolling, so you don't start getting money until you're rolling further away. But once you're rolling missions from Avalon to the far south of Rubi-ka, then you start getting money for the reward. Subway mission. Ooh, you come on, I might get a bit of Mai's armor, that'd be nice. Yep. Mai's melee armor sleeves. I'll take them. First one of these guys I found to drop 2 pieces of Mai's. Yeah, that was nice of him. Yeah. I'm still sad. Don't be sad, dude. Yeah, you don't get massive XP per kill in missions. But they're still fun. It's all free loot. You know, you just open in a container and there it is in your hand. So you can't really grumble about that. It's a bunch of stuff to sell or use, you know. Doing the money ones. This is a money one. We'll see what we get. I might mix it up and go somewhere else. Ooh. Discontinued tack. It's all junk you can sell though, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, doing very low ones that are in the same playfield as the mission terminal. Yeah, as soon as you get a bit higher, then you start getting more money. You can roll somewhere near a Wampa and the mission's the other side of the Wampa. Yeah. Well, the mission sliders were good all the way across and cash all the way across. Other than that, everything was just in the middle. So there's no perfect setting to spawn those sorts of mobs. It's pretty random, I think. Suggested IP? Takes so long, then the mission boots you back to Newland. Yeah, it seems to be working okay in Boralis, but no guarantee it'll continue to do that. Next one I try could boot me back as well. The devs are aware of it. It's, you know. I was asking AI. AI, all that plagiarism engine will do is pull people's opinions from Reddit and old forums. It won't give you any actual answers. I disabled Google AI in Google. So if I search something in Google, Anarchy Online, pulling missions for Mize, all more spelt American. Mize Armor Guide, there you go. No AI. Now AI will pull a mission Mize targeting Pacific monitor drills, Aquans, cyborgs, Mantis Avian that drop the armor, usually via the mission's recommended mission settings. Yeah, so you've read that. And it sourced it from AO Universe. And Reddit. It's not AI. It's a plagiarism engine. Back to actual Google. That's where it got it from. And it got it from there. These two top answers. It just dresses up its plagiarism as intelligence. But that's all it is. It's a plagiarism engine. All AI is like that. Doesn't know anything. It just plagiarizes everything else as quickly as it can and tries to serve you an answer it thinks you want to read. Fucking useless shit. Massively oversold. The bubble will burst. Yeah, it's just sales tactic. Hey, why are we paying people? We can just steal other people's work. That's why it's popular. That's why corporations like it. They're like, oh, profit margins. We can make more money by not paying people to do work. It's a shit show. I tell you. Advanced algorithms. Yeah, let's plage this from wherever. Yeah, well, it didn't work, did it? Because I've got them in this mission, and the sliders are other than two of them. And then this isn't the live game, this is PRK, so the sliders work differently in this game anyway, because they've just been introduced. Yeah, I know how it works on live. I don't need a lesson about that after playing for 25 years. It's probably pulling data I've posted on the old forums and stuff like that. Yeah. It's the new .com but worse. Oh, way, way worse. Because there's a cadre of people that believe the sales hype around it, and it will all come massively crashing down. Don't buy any stock in it, whatever you do. Is the combat music a little too high? It's where it normally is, I think. Unless it's auto-changed itself. Music 29%, game at 70. Maybe I'll just drop it down to 20. Voices off. Never liked them. Always thought they were. I made a custom pack. It was just Samuel L. Jackson swearing. I don't know what happened to it. It's on a DVD in the attic somewhere, you know. The bubble has nothing to do with the tech. Yeah, the tech's there. The algorithm's there. It steals other people's work very well indeed. This is dropping the daily mission loot. Recycled augmented muscle mass, which you need for one of the Lobi daily missions in Aegean. Probably an equivalent one in somewhere in Omniland, but yeah. Yeah, the bubble is that it's been massively oversold, that it's going to solve everything and yada yada yada. It won't. And it's been sold as something it isn't. Oh, that's another daily mission reward item. Salamanders! Yay! For free XP. Oh yeah, NFT. When that came out, I said, what a sack of shit. It's a fucking JPEG. It's worthless. No, it's the future. I paid $1 million for this NFT. Well, you're a fucking idiot then. He's not an idiot. He had $1 million. Had. It's a dream within a dream, yeah. That's all it does, is it pulls other people's information and passes it off as if it's come up with it. That's what it is. Nothing more. Ooh. A 2-slot belt. One more slot than I've got. Yeah, NFT was going to be the next big thing. Do you remember that? I had people in chat telling me and I said, show me the world's most expensive NFT, and they showed it, and I went, screen grab. There you go. I own it now. Haha. The fucking stupidest idea I'd ever heard in my life. It was like, they thought they found a way to invent money, so they all got excited about it, you know? Where in actual fact, it was just selling beans to idiots, you know. Oh yeah. AI customer, yeah, people are just hanging up on them and just filing complaints and saying, if you're going to carry on using them, I'm just going to use a different provider for your service and or whatever. Going down as well as a lead balloon, even though, you know, the company that's bought into it has been told, oh, this will save you millions a year not having to pay people. Our AI can do it for you. You know, your house is just burned down, you've lost the dog, you don't know where the cat is, if that survived or not. Everything you own is up in smoke, and you've got some AI that can't help you. How do you think that goes down for that person? Or would they rather talk to an actual human being who can empathize with them? See if we can get this loot to activate. No? Nah, never mind. Not sure if that... Mate, that's the industry I work in. When that happens to someone, I feel terrible for them. So I do my damnedest to help them. Get them in a hotel, get them a limited credit card so they can buy new clothes, because everything's gone, man. They've got no clothes, they've got nothing. Outsourcing call centres to countries where they've got weaker labour laws and or near non-existent wages was a common thing for quite a while, until it wasn't. And a lot of those call centres that were set up as genuine call centres became the scammers. They got taken over, and now you've got the same call centre, but it's operating as a scamming company that phones out all the time. You know, scamming people out of money. Right, where's my... There it is. I got 4,316 credits and a portal home. Uses a gallon of water. I don't know if that's accurate. But the data centers need a lot of power, and therefore a lot of cooling, and a lot of them are water cooled. So it could be true. I don't know. I'd need to look at that data and its sources before I'd think if it was real or not. Yeah, the little portal home is kind of like a Skyrim thing. You know, after... with Skyrim was the first time I saw it, short way out of the dungeon that you've just been in. You're a shop. Why is this? Try and save that setting. Yeah, I mean, it says users. I mean, it wouldn't use it, as in destroy it. But it would make use of a gallon of water. That I can believe. Yeah, it remembered. Right, okay. And now we sell all the trash. Teachings of... No, people are just getting the composites, aren't they? Keeping those. Limited grid jump. I'll keep that. Someone might actually want it. Yeah, these are all basic store nanos. And less than basic implants. Toe ring, yeah. The entire purpose of that is to sell it. That was our mission reward. I'll keep those though. Except sell all the crap. There we go. So 47k. It's not bad. That put such a nice time save. Yeah, rather than trying to find your way back out of a mission. Remember Zig and Zag? No, that was after my time. I've heard of them. There were two puppets. Kids puppet show. Yeah, you know, you got to remember by the time that was on the air, I was driving cars and chasing girls. So yeah. One more of these? Maybe. Wondering if we can get one a bit further away. I go one harder. So these are pulling in at 14, we are 13, so I'll just move the slider. And the reward is quality 15, will that push it outside? Nope. If I can go much higher, let's try that. No, it's still inside. What are we getting here? 16. Go all the way across. Still in the same playfield. Yeah, we just need to be higher level, I think. I don't want to do one that hard. I'm going to down to there. This one, yeah, whatever. Accept. Yeah, you spend more time trying to remember how the hell to get out of the mission than you did in it sometimes. Didn't team missions have those? They had portals up and down floors. Yeah. Your age is 57, dude. Not a boomer, no. Boomers were before me. That would be my parents were boomers. That portal is such a nice time save. Says Anarchy Online. Not sure if actually Anarchy Online. Yeah, Generation X, mate. That's me. Boomers are kind of in their late 60s, 70s, 80s now. (1967), yeah, Gen X, yeah. 1964 through to 1980. You know, if you were born between those years, your Generation X. Yeah, born in the 70s, you're Generation X. Very old Gen Y. Yeah, because if you're born in 1981, technically you're Gen Y, but you've probably got more in common with Generation X. It's not a scientific thing at all. It's just someone just trying to put a box around everything. Yeah, so kids' TV of the 80s, like the early 80s, I probably caught some of it, but probably didn't watch most of it. You know, like on UK, the old kids' TV came on at around, you know, between kind of 3:30 and 6 o'clock or something. Yeah, they never came up with a name for Generation X, so it became Generation X because they never gave them a name. They had boomers, and then we got millennials and zoomers, but we're called the forgotten generation, not because people have forgotten about us, but mainly because it never got any kind of a name. It's just an invented thing. It's not. Yeah, there's another one I had to run through to activate the mod. Yeah, so the first couple of programs you'd get in the kids' TV 2-hour slot, let's say, on terrestrial TV as it was back then. It started with stuff for the youngest viewers and ended with stuff for the older viewers of childhood. Like the first program would be like Blue Peter, which was kindergarten stuff, like literally, you know, whatever, and then you'd have a couple of other things, maybe some cartoons or whatever, and then toward the end you'd get like Grange Hill, which was about secondary school, you know, high school. Yeah, transitional, yeah. We understand computers and stuff the way that the boomer generation doesn't. But we're also cynical about a lot of new things. Yeah, Jimmy said Jim will fix it for the kids. Yeah, how little we knew. Yeah, see, most of Generation X were... A lot of Generation X, I should say. We're kind of teenagers in the 80s and 90s. The 90s were my 20s. And my God, did I have fun. I wouldn't swap it. The 90s were great. I loved the 90s. Grange Hill scared the shit out of me. Didn't scare me. I was kind of like, when it came out, I was kind of the same age as the kids in it. So it all felt very current. And yeah, that's how it is, you know. Oh, Protector Warblade. Don't think we'll be using that with our split skills. Yeah, the 90s was great. I had a brilliant time in the 90s. I remember watching The Matrix at the end of my 20s. And they described the world, you know, the Matrix itself, if you don't know, is an illusion, but it's the machines originally created a utopia and mankind couldn't accept it. Oh, floating torch, nice. So they switched it to late 20th century, and at the time we thought, call that a utopia? You're joking, aren't you? Oh, things are only going to get better. How fucking little we knew. Jesus. Take me back. But also Gen X grew up with the existential threat of nuclear war like it was just beans on toast, you know. There were public information films every week about what to do in the event of a nuclear strike. And because we grew up with it, it seemed normal, you know? And there were TV movies and programs made about it. The one that really describes it well in modern terms would be Fallout London. That whole protect and survive thing, all those clips and that's real footage from real TV, public information things, you know? Oh my God, open. We found the location of the thingy. Duck and cover. Yeah. We had Protect and Survive, was the UK version of that. I think every country had their own version of it, but that was ours. It was all about building a shelter in the stairway. Oh, God. And there were made-for-TV movies and stuff. One was called Threads. God, that was, well, depressing, really. Because it made the ordinary part of that, you know? You reckon the UK? Yeah, of course it will. It's just when. Where in British Islands, not much accent. I'll guess Manchester. Well, you'd be wrong. I'm Welsh. I'm from North Wales. No, not everyone in Wales sounds like television Wales, which is slightly exaggerated, I'd say. Manchester's not far away. Western side. Welsh, whole other country. The UK is 3 countries: Northern Ireland, Scotland, England and Wales. They're 3 distinct countries. They have their own laws and speed limits and shit. But they're the United Kingdom. But I am Welsh. My wife is English. Nothing against the English. But yeah, there are differences, so. The country of Paris, yeah. Oh, you're from Wales. Is that in England? Oh my God. Get an atlas. Yeah, I suppose with Gen X, we're the last generation to come along without computer assistance, really. As in, if you wanted to find something out, you went to a library or college, you know? You just Google it. Or you talk to older, wiser people, you know, who knew things. So we're kind of the last of that generation, I suppose. South America, Encyclopedia Britannica. He walked across it in a straight line. No, he didn't. Unless it was only straight, excluding verticality. Got a lot of hills and mountains in Wales, so it's not very flat. I mean, it's not Norway, but It's not very fun. I mean, I've been all over Wales, I've been all over Britain, and I've lived in lots of different places. It's probably why my accent is very hard to pick, because it's mixed as all hell. I thought I saw a red dot there, but no. It's there. It wasn't flat, took multiple attempts. Yeah, you can do it. Miss all the bets being made under the influence of alcohol. It took several days to settle. People won't bet because of Google. Ugh, I mean, don't get me wrong, computers are great when you use them as a tool. But when corporations see that they can use them to do without people, it becomes a problem. Especially the way it's being massively oversold, you know. Yeah, it wasn't flat and took multiple attempts. Oh yeah, I mean, there's places you can walk out in the wilderness where you really are putting yourself in danger. You wouldn't think so, but yeah, nature isn't a theme park, you know. You can come very unstuck. Right, where are we at? Let me scroll. We are 100%. Right, now let's try and find where the hell the doohickey was, because I can't remember. Yeah, I don't think I've ever walked the entire length of anywhere like that. Nope, that's scenery. Not sure what I'm doing in this mission. Building barriers and locked in cryostasis. This person is a dangerous disease that should be individual. But hurry, only break it. Right, okay. I'll just find a device and poke it with something. Once you incorporate humans into the dream, it normally becomes a mostly driven surrealistic nightmare. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the moral implications and repercussions of AI are chilling. That's been explored in film a few times. Her, for one, a few others. Just that one comes to mind. They kind of touch on it in Blade Runner, but Blade Runner is talking about a lot of different things, so... Yep, I've been in here. Thinking I've found a new room, but no. Well, I guess we're going to run the whole mission again, trying to find wherever the doohickey was. Yep. Found the exit. So this was the first corridor. Let's go to the end of this one. It's not always the furthest point inside the mission, but quite often is. Aha! There we go. 4,596 credits. Deeper than the trench. Yeah, there's multiple endings to confuse us about what the true intention was, and yeah, it's kind of nuts. Yeah, it was based on Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. It wasn't wholly original, but I think he took it a lot further. Offload. 8 tokens! Yay! Oh. Trade windows collapsed again. No. Nope. I think that was the mission reward, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's gonna do. Kipper implants. Right, we have none. Okay, how are we doing? Base abilities around the 40 to 50. So we won't get a full set. Get some 20s in. Head. Let's get feet. In it, yeah. Sense imp, we'll get that one. Left arm. 2-hand edge and brawling. Or did I run out of money already? Nope, got it. Left hand for fast attack. And right arm, 2-hand edged. Psychic needs to be 44. Yeah. One buff and we're good. Let's have a look, see. Honestly, for you, creator is surely a good foundation for the next version of intelligence. No, because none of AI is what it's called. None of it's in artificial intelligence. Has no independent thought of any kind. Like I said, it's a plagiarism engine. That's its limit. So it can copy. It can do a good job of copying things. There we go. That's that in there. Maybe get the thigh as well. Which thigh is the one in here? A bit of vades and whatnot. Waist, are you any good? Spending all the money. What was right hand? Time space treatment. No. Right wrist, parry. No. Max health. Maybe the other one, the kind of evasion-y one. Just brawling. Or chemical AC, agility sense. Yeah, that's going to do more, I'd say. Maybe an eye? What's the eye? Yeah, a bit of extra nano skill. Don't need to worry about implants on the Shade, because no Shade uses them. We make our own. While I think about it. And let's do next nano. Oh, NCU left. Yeah, NCU is going to be the thing next, so let's kill that one. And we'll go for that one. And then maybe we need nano expertise casting on us next. Made the keeper quick. No. When did I make the keeper? I don't know if it works in this game. Does Born not work? Seems not. Did you see my message? Oh yeah. Hoggerman, welcome to the stream. A long time no see. I did reinstall of Windows. My game crash at random times, both in old launch, new launch, PRK, all same thing for no reason. Any way to fix this? If you've done a fresh install of Windows, make sure you Google and download from Microsoft only. Oh, I had one open. There we go. From the Microsoft site. Windows 10 and 11 do not install all of the older DirectX SDKs, so you might need to download it from there. The other fix is pick up an older game and install that. You know, like the original Half-Life, something like that. Install it and it automatically will install the older DX files and stuff that Windows doesn't think anybody uses anymore. And I understand them thinking that because, you know, from their point of view, oh, those are old, you know. No one plays games that old anymore. Oh, I didn't want to come to Newland. I wanted to go Borealis, but okay. Reading the chat and running around not going well as usual. We have billions of years under our belts and still we failed, yeah. It has no incentive to do anything. We poke it with a stick and the algorithm spits something out. That's it. It is to intelligence on Earth as to an amoeba reacting to things, or a very simple life form. Stimulus response. There's no intelligence there at all. You believe there is, you're believing the lie. There's no AI out there that understands anything it's doing or what it's saying or what it's outputting. It's input, output, input, output. That's all it knows. Inverted commas, because it doesn't know anything. It just steals stuff from other places. Yeah, it will be. It's probably the DX files more than anything else. Missing DX files cause Windows to tumble. Yeah, you've got to jump through a few hoops running older software. I probably do need a newer weapon, but I'm not in any great rush. This is like basic 15 I built with the shade because they had enough money to buy the basic trade skill nanos. X-Files was amazing until second to last season. After that they got rid of Mulder. Yeah, there is no X-Files without Scully and Mulder. I'm sorry. What were they thinking? Sitting on 61 frags. I might steal them from you. I mean, you don't know, you might need them yourself for an alt or something. Yeah. Without those base files in the system, don't get them anywhere else. Never download DLLs from outside trusted sources like Tech Power Up, Microsoft, places like that. Some rando site trying to get you to buy their software that fixes problems. Yeah, don't download them from there. Whatever you do. Had a Scully crush. Oh yeah, Gillian Anderson, man. Yeah, who can't blame you there. Damn attractive lady. Still is, mate. You know, when I look at her, I'm like, yeah, damn. Yay, vagabond cloak. Yay, all the mobs. Ghost Master, welcome to the stream. Deanna Troy. Oh, Marina Sirtis, yeah. I always liked Dr. Beverly, you know. I always thought she was a stunning looking woman. So many people are playing PRK now, it's weird. It's weird. I think people are a bit fed up of the live server. So, you know. And I can't blame them. I'm a bit fed up of the live server as well. It's just gone to the dogs because they don't take any care of it or anything. They don't police the people misbehaving there. You know. And the economy is just comically broken at this point. This feels more like the real AO to me. Much greater sense of community and what have you. I mean, you can just see the global chat, everyone kind of going, oh, anybody need, anyone want to swap this for that? Anybody need a thing? Can anyone buff me this? You know, you've got all that sort of thing going on. Yeah, you actually have to ask for buffs. They updated AO with new content every year. It's not so much the content, it's maintaining the server that they've fallen down on. Is they're just letting idiots run riot on these servers, on the live server. You got pricks using AO Sharp to crash the server rather than actually having to fight to keep a tower field. And they're just letting them get away with it. So why do they care? They can ruin everybody else's day crashing a playfield, because when you crash a playfield on their servers, it crashes several. But they keep their precious base, so they just don't care. Don't care what harm they're doing to anybody else. They're selfish people. Guess they're hoping people just stop playing it. And it could be the case. Yeah, it could be. It could be that. Yeah. Maybe if we just let it get bad, let it fester for long enough, people will just stop playing it, and then we've got an excuse to switch it off. Which is a crying shame, because it's like they just don't seem to realise what they've got there. How much do I reckon? Got no clue whatsoever. Funcom don't publish the figures. So any guess is that it's a complete and utter guess. I'm sure over the 25 years they've made a lot of money from the game. Yeah, I mean, it's sat on one of the Conan servers. Not even the current Conan game, one of the older Conan games. It's sat on their server. So yeah, just okay. This guy needs help. Let's help him. No, he seems quite happy actually. Just leave him alone. Yeah, and then there's this weirdness where there's an entanglement with the Norwegian government in regard to Anarchy Online and who actually owns it. To do with how the company started up and the development and a loan and grant or some such thing. It's weird. I don't fully understand the law behind it. I think it's sort of along the lines of they can't actually shut it off or sell it. There's some sort of oddness with it. I don't know what. So they're going to do anything. No one's going to play Anarchy Online on a phone. People that like AO probably never play mobile games, Totally different audience, I think. Excuse me. They haven't done anything to it since 2017. It's 9 years since they did anything. In 2019, they set up what they called a progression server, which is just same old server, but it started off like this with a limited amount of expansions and stuff on it, and then they kept adding them, raising level caps and stuff like that. That's the last sort of thing that Funcom did with the game. And some people do play there, and they play there exclusively. You can probably run AO in VR with mods and stuff. I don't know. It'd have to be the beta engine, though. It'd have to be a DX9 engine to do it, because I know you can do it with, what's it called? Yeah, Fallout New Vegas you can do it. That's DX9, isn't it? Yeah, the automated holiday events are just things being switched on and off on the server automatically. I don't think there's a person involved in doing that. I think it is just literally, oh, countdown calendar date has come up, therefore this is now switched on. They're not going to drop the monthly fee if people are willing to pay it. It's not how you do business. $5 or something. Why would they? They've never really raised the price. Why would they lower it? By effectively not by not raising it, they've effectively reduced the price. I mean, it's the same. It's cheaper than Netflix, and people can spend hours more playing AO than they can playing or watching stuff on Netflix these days. I think the infectors might be a bit janked up. Yes, they is. I might go Shadowlands and do the Nascent's Key Quest just for the lols. Yeah, it would all be like modern games. It's, charging money for JPEGs, basically. Maybe that's where the idea for NFTs came from. When someone buys a skin in a game, I mean, can you imagine how that would go down with AO? It'd be like, well, unless it does something other than look a certain way, I don't give a shit, No game is free to play. You pay for it one way or another. Free to play is just full of micro, inverted commas, transactions, which aren't so small. I mean, Christ, look at what Bethesda charged. What was it, $7 for a mission in Starfield? A singular fucking mission. You think of the cost of the entirety of that game, or a game like Skyrim, you take every quest, every dungeon, every item, pile them all up, millions of the bloody things. And the whole of that cost you, $60? But they somehow thought, for Starfield, they could take a one-track, non-repeatable mission and charge you $7 for it. It's just bullshit. It's just not worth it. Hey, Mrs. Kalos has finished for the night. She finished early. She said she might tonight, which is good because we can have a quick beer and do a little bit more. All right, I'm going to leave you guys looking at the big juggernaut. Jump in the car, go fetch her, come back and carry on. Could play Rocksmith and pay $5 for once. Yeah, that kind of thing. It's like free to play is not free. Pay to play every time, just depends how. It depends how they get the money out of you. Anyway, back in a minute. Luby-NT, if you don't know, is Mrs. Callos. She started watching the stream when she clocked off work. And I picked her up, she had it on her phone. What have I missed? $5 or something? Yeah, that would make more sense. $7, see how much the ships cost. How's PRK going? Going good. Good old Boralis. We're going to make an old... I think Bethesda are going to do that. I think we're going to get Fallout 3 remastered coming out. The same trick they did with Oblivion. I think Oblivion was a proof of concept. But with the popularity of the Fallout series, that's a low-hanging fruit for them. And I'd buy it again and replay it. Yeah, normally if she watches the stream, she has the sound off because she can hear me downstairs. And you get the stream delay, so she hears me and then hears me the second time on the screen. It was nice. The only problem with it was Oblivion. And it feels super dated now. Because it is. And, you know, I'm a fine one to talk about dated. Here we are playing a game from 2001. But... you know what I mean. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Bethesda do that if we get Fallout 3. They won't, unfortunately, remaster Fallout New Vegas because they never made it. They might own it now. Or, actually, they're more likely to remaster it now because it features in the series and... Obsidian and Bethesda are both owned by Microsoft now. So there's more chance of it happening. Yeah, they made the better Fallout game. Were forced to release it early by Bethesda, who also said, we won't pay you as much unless it gets this score on this website. Shit, fucking trick they pulled there. And the thing is, it is a better game than Fallout 3. I mean, the world building isn't as good, but the story and characters are definitely better. There's a lot more people playing Tale of Two Wastelands. They'll replay most of Fallout 3 and then just travel to New Vegas. I played Tale of Two Wastelands. It was great. But all the zoning and everything in, you know, an RPG game just has felt very, very out of date since... I suppose since Witcher 3 for me, which was what, 2015, when you could explore so much of the world without ever seeing a loading screen. And yet, you know, the same year we got Fallout 4, which was pretty much had the same amount of loading screens as everything else they ever made. Right, we are running for a heal, ambient restoration, which is a quality 1, makes sense. And what blade buff do I have? Keeper's Edge. Further the henchman I think I've got. Impartiality of the blade would be the next one, which I think is too high for us to cast yet. Yeah, it is. Ambient restoration. We've got ambient alleviation. Again, we can't cast yet. Okay, so we're like level 15, so I'm okay with that. The game grabs you away instantly, makes you invested in the next steps. Yeah, I've been replaying a lot of Stalker 2. It's in a much better place than it was when it released, and I even, enjoyed it on release, although in veteran mode, it was really hard economically. Like, all the money you made from looting and selling stuff, you ended up spending on repairs, and you never had any money for upgrades, or certainly not ammo. You know. I don't have enough NCU. Oh dear. Maybe I should focus on NCU. Brand new Fable game. That looks quite interesting. I thought there was a lot of noise about, the character, the protagonist's not very good looking. I was like, who are you, Brad Pitt? You know, they look normal. What are you on about? What I saw when they were showing the character selection screen, you had quite a bit of choice as well, you know. Yeah, I'll probably play it. It did look interesting. Excuse me. Ray Rodriguez. Tell me about the bracer that I don't have yet. Oh, adult death for 5. Why not? Just mandatory? Right. Sounds reasonable. Carry on with your testing, Drake. You don't get a lot of XP or money for these, but... Test of strength. Let's go. Test of strength. Deceitful Weaver. Okay. I wish you could pick them all up in one go. Yeah, Fallout 3, the first time you step out of the vault was, yeah, that was a moment for me. Is it fight them all? Oh, defeat. Yeah, okay. Test of strength. Shining Collier. Yeah, the weapon mod system in Fallout 4 was pretty cool. You know, you found a weapon, had a good mod on it. You pulled the mod off and put it on your favourite weapon. It was cool. And then in Starfield, they just went, oh yeah, by the way, if you find weapon mods and you take them off, they vanish. Wait, what? It was the weirdest downgrade ever, that. What was the highest level before reset? I honestly don't know. I don't know if one of the devs is still in the chat. They might. Blythe Drag says 220, 3 of them, minimum. There you go. So that was January through to April, early April, so end of March. So little over 3 months, which, considering there's no daily missions and stuff, that's pretty remarkable. Yeah, new Fable game looks pretty cool to me. Everyone was saying, oh, the female protagonist isn't pretty. I was like, she's fine. She just looks like a normal person. What's wrong with you lot? You know, It just looks average. There's nothing wrong with most of you are average looking or less. Me included, right? Everyone's a supermodel. God damn, get a grip. I have completed my test. Give me the amazing reward of tiny amounts of XP on this server. If you can sneak in here on the live server, you get a daily's worth of reward instead of what you get here. Yeah, I mean, getting to 220 on live in 3 months is like average. You know, it's not even a thing that would be considered an achievement. It'd be like, yeah. I take longer because I kind of take my time, but... What weapon is it? It is a Sword of Sir Galahad O that's been modded twice for faster track and brawl. It could also have Dimash, which I need to do. Test of agility and stamina. What are we doing? Register the location of. Right. Whee! Hungry Predator. Click it with it? Oh yes, I have to click it with something. Well, I might stop working. I just heard Bujlang. What? Jagatel has just subscribed with Prime. Thank you very much for the sub. He's subscribed for 7 months. No. Jagatai. Jagati? Jagatai? I don't know. Tell me. Hungry Predator done. Looking Shimmerer. For it to update. Yeah, Keeper's a good prof. I enjoy it. It's very chill to play. Am I on the right thing? Oh, yeah, it's not just... Yeah, pick up and use the thingy. Dingbat. Stamina... Pond Dryad. Okay. The thing with killing stuff in Shadowlands is, yes, you get more XP, but nothing drops any creds. You know, when I first played Fallout 3, I had no idea that caps were currency. So I was looting chests and going, bottle caps, why do I want them? You know, oh, maybe they make bombs and stuff. Oh, I'll pick them up when I need them. It was only later I figured out that, oh, wait a minute, that's currency in this game. I'd gotten to Megaton and done a bunch of stuff before I figured that out. I'd been playing for like 4 or 5 hours or something. Oh, I'm a dumbass, you know. Draw then, you can be, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought, oh yeah, I got blown up by one of them. Yeah, yeah, maybe if I decide I'll become a explosives expert or whatever, then I'll start picking them up. But I had no idea they were currency to begin with. Always wanted to make a dual-wield pistol damage keeper. Good luck with that. What does he want? Oh, the biomarker sensor this time. There you go. test of sense. Test of sense. Find a shadow leak. I will. Beyond All Reason, BAR, is a free game. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that confused the hell out of me. What do you mean it's currency? I have completed my test. In a good community, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And it is a great community on PRK for the most part. Now and again, you get the odd person being a bit of an asshat. But that's just mankind in general. Test of psychic. The chosen, nope, delete, psychic, redeemed. Okay, gotta remember where the hole in the wall is. I remembered. Yeah, if you play with a couple of buddies, yeah, you know, and you all play often at the same time of day, every day, I'm sure you can level up pretty fast. Like in the old days, faction was a massive, massive bottleneck to Shadowlands progression. And I think that was deliberately so. They didn't want people getting to the higher level zones quickly because they weren't finished. So, yeah. Make friends with two people, a 220 info and an NT your level. Yeah, the kiting thing doesn't really work on PRK. I mean, when you look at the keeper in the character hall or whatever, they do seem to be wearing a pistol as a sidearm, so yeah, valid. We've slaughtered 1 billion hecklers and did it anyway. Yeah, there you go. Kind of went a bit of the wrong way there. Oh, that's okay. We'll end up going the same direction. I had a friend who could get to 270 hours with no sleep before Shadowlands. Don't know about that, my dude. Not sure I would quite believe that. Not without doing naughty things. Report to Drake for your evaluation. God, it took me like a year to get to 200 on the live servers back in the day, and I'd played a lot. $70 hours played, I don't quite believe. I mean, if you use exploits, maybe, but actually playing, I'm not so sure. So my dock was mostly leveled, hiding behind org mates like Cal. Ah, you flatter me. Yeah, 70 hours would be tough with Shadowlands and a baller kite team. It would. Yeah, and pre-Shadowlands, I'm not so sure. I have completed my test. Bracer, there you go. Yeah, one of the rewards is a shirt, which gives swimming. That's nice. Security cams weren't an exploit. They just go, yeah, that's an exploit, mate. Intelligence. Okay. Delivers the food snacks, is it, in a cave? But the mob doesn't aggro. But you can fight the mob if you want. But you don't have to. Yeah, so they did shenanigans with the cameras. Yeah, okay. So they exploited. Saying they used a game mechanic before the game mechanic was removed because it was exploitable isn't not exploiting. It's just not getting caught. Come on. You know that's correct. Oh god, I'm in a hole in the ground. Oh, there you go. And because I dropped through this hole, I'm not bothered by the imp disruptor. I accidentally on purpose fell through the hole. You're just making shit up. All he did was fight cameras normally. I was there. Yeah, and when they realised that the cameras were giving 10 times too much XP and removed that XP from them, so they forced the camera to keep spawning the ads it spawns and kill them for high XP even though they had no HP. They let players... Oh, that makes it okay. It took 3 weeks to fix, but using that loophole, you are just making shit up. No, you're trying to justify what you know isn't justifiable. I'm not making shit up, I'm explaining logic. I'm sorry, Dirtball Chris, I love you, but... Yeah, the camera spawn, using that to level to 200 in 70 hours is not intended gameplay. We both know that. I am not making that up, am I? No. Just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should be doing it, especially when it gets removed 3 weeks later. It was intended... Oh, dude. Come on now. If it was intended... You are literally making shit up. So it was intended, but they got rid of it. Is what you're saying. Really? That really? If it was intended, why did they get rid of it? Man, you're painting yourself in the corner. Don't do it to yourself. We'll agree to disagree. How's that? We'll agree to disagree. I don't want to fight someone on cold hard logic when they won't accept it. But, you know. There was a time when the garbage salamanders did the same thing as the camera ads. And they nerfed that as well because it wasn't intended. Was it this guy or a different guy? I think it's this guy. Let's just have a look. Well, selling bootlegs wasn't dishonest because I haven't been caught yet. It's not the same as that. I don't think that's I think that's not a equivalency. But I get what you're saying. But let's not labour the point. Heckler of Evo, that's who I want, isn't it? I think. Yeah, if it's not a crime when you got away with it, then you never committed a crime. That's a fair argument. That's a fair argument. Oh, inventory full. Do I want any of these nanos? Well, I can't use that one. Yeah, it was a guy who could take apart implants and put them back together again really, really quickly. He got banned for that. And yet, he was just really fast, you know. It was that patch where Yalms and other vehicles and ADV braces dropped in chests like 100% of the time. And people were holding missions and charging people, you know, 1 million for a duplicated door key to run in and loot the chest with the Yalm in it. That wasn't intended either. They didn't nerf it, they fixed it. It's hard to define the difference between a nerf and a fix though, isn't it? I mean, is it a nerf? I think it's a nerf if, like, with ingots, I think they were deliberately in-game. You were meant to kill 4 or 5, maybe 20 hecklers in an evening, maybe 100 if you played hard with your buddies and shared them out to make money in Shadowlands because normal mobs don't give credits in Shadowlands. And then people spotted that the hecklers were dropping them a lot. And suddenly you got these kite teams that were doing nothing but farming ingots. So they just removed the ingots from the game. I have the information you need about the brink. There we go. I don't think they intended for the camera drones to have as much as XP reward as they did, given the risk of killing them, like how little HP they had. So they made these level 300 mobs that had 1,000 HP or something, you know. And then people figured out, oh, we can leave the mission and respawn them, you know. Yeah, that... I doubt that was intended. There we go, we've done Shadowlands Garden quests. I wish it was intended because it was a fucking easy way to level. My God, it was simple. Yeah, it was never intended that in Tara that you could fill up a zone, end up with GS 12 and 27 or whatever, and then run a level 1 through the door and log them off in there. So that when Tara spawned, you'd kill Tara once and then start logging the alts in to open up the other GSs that wouldn't necessarily have been spawned because there wasn't sufficient numbers of people in the zone to have another go at Tara in the same time period. But people did that as well. You know, anything that gives you an edge, people will find it and they will, in a word, exploit it. I don't think you were intended to roll missions, but kept... Yeah, of course you were. Content on demand was one of the biggest selling points of the game in 2001. They're saying, oh, other MMOs, you have to go to a dungeon to do things. We have that, but we also have content on demand. It was like a big selling point of the game. 100% intended and still part of the game. Oh, yeah, I got tons of crap in my inventory. I need to go sell shit. Missions were great. Yeah, I mean, compared to other games, you had to go somewhere, hope no one else was in there killing everything, so you could kill stuff in there. But with AO, they did it differently. They said, no, you can have generic content, auto content generation, ACG. It was one of the first games ever to do it. Using the program to roll the mission you want. Yeah, that was entirely intended. Using third-party software to do it wasn't intended. You were supposed to sit there clicking the booth until you got the reward you were looking for. The higher level you get, the more it costs to roll the mission. It was all built in and definitely intentional. Yeah, if you mean using third-party software to roll missions for you, probably not intended. You know, because those came into being with missions, because it made it simpler to do. God, she didn't pay much for anything, does she? Right, this is all trash from that mission. Oh, I can't sell that. Oh, I can't sell that either. I got a smart backpack though. Got a free backpack. Mission success. I'm going to put the 2 Vagabond cloaks in there because they normally sell quite well, actually. The robotic brain self-preservation thingy. That can live in there. That I'm just going to equip for now. Do I want to sell that? No, yeah, whatever. Sick of seeing it in my inventory now. So these were level 12 and these were level 15. Okay. And then the ring. No drop. Can't sell it. Okay. Right. Okie doke. Well, it kind of was a slot machine. Problem arose when people started the big problems. Well, the first credit exploit had to do with an organisation bank and how you could take money in and out and exploit the fact that with a little bit of creative scripting, you could take out what you put in times a certain amount and put it back and repeat. So credits were artificially created. Then people use third-party software to duplicate items and just sell those. So stacks of quality 300 items bag after bag after bag being sold at a vendor. Certainly not intended. Yeah, exactly. Exploit the economy. Yeah. I mean, basically turn it to crap for everybody else. Everyone else doing this mission right now? It doesn't have a lot of reward, but it does make getting around nascents a bit quicker. Yeah, I mean, the economy alive, people are wanting literal trillions for basic items these days. It's crazy. And yet there was that, was it about 2015, 2016? Suddenly all the Virabots for making AI armor, people were selling the thousands of them for cheap. There was no way they'd played the game since AI was launched long enough to have that many. You know, it was clearly they were duplicated. And people just went, woo. It's like all the XP cans and all the store-bought stuff that's still on GMI on live. There's no way someone spent that kind of money. That was thousands and thousands of dollars worth of money, real life money, to buy those items from Funcom. And yet, you know, people are selling stacks of XP cans and we all buy them. And we'll go, oh, well, fuck it, 50% XP, why not? Oh, maybe they're after the other side. Let's check the corpses. No, they're not. Oh, the credit cap on GMI. They didn't used to have one. They introduced that to, inverted commas, help control the economy. People just went, yeah, but I just put everything in a buy order. What do I care? It didn't. It just became an inconvenience to having that much money. Uh-oh. Oh, are we going to crash? Got a frozen screen. Yep, gonna crash. Oh dear. Server down again. So we'll look on nothing in announcements. Try again. Okay. Maybe it is wrong. Double check. Right. Oh, barking shimmer it. See how we do this time. I think I've only got 2. Wait, I had 3, didn't I? No, it's like 3. Okay. Lost time. See how long we stay up now. You know, if there's a character database for live, just like Anu. That's the only one I know of for character. Well, there's the official one, but again, I don't know how up to date that is. Bugs me I can't remember the character's name. You can look up characters on an account on the official Funcom. It tells you class, level, name of any characters on that account. Can't reset the password. Oh god, that I don't know. No crash com. No, that's just, you know, non-production game in open alpha crashing. Take it or leave it, you know. I'll take the rando crashes and funny little bugs here and there to play what I feel is a better version of the game. More fun to play than live. Yeah, it was just my client crashed, that's all. 3, but I want 4 ideally for this quest line. Right, grabbing another beer. With Funcom, yeah. Good luck. Honestly, good luck. I had a alt that was stuck. I couldn't log them in. And I opened up a ticket, I think in January or something when it happened. And of course the server reset between then and about 3 days later, something like that. Maybe a week later. And the character was playable again. I then got an email from Funcom July of the next year, 18 months after I submitted the ticket, asking how they could help. Jesus H. You know. And every time I go to the forums, I'm sad to say, if we go to the forums now, where are we? I haven't been there for a while. I think it's... Oh, yeah, there you go. Go to the AO forums. Need to change. Server instability. Worse... Like, every time I see, oh, there's a new post, it's a... I've raised a ticket. No one's answered for X number of weeks or whatever. Been kind of charging up to get into this wipe hype. Not sure what I want to play. Play whatever. You'll have 50 character slots. Nothing to hold you back. What are you doing here? There we go. It's how to start the quest. Yeah, Keeper's good. Advi's cool. MA's fun. I mean, there's... You know me, I play every class, every breed, except Nanomage. And I like them all, except Nanomage. Rollable bots, yeah. How can the environment on nascents affect Rubi-ka? There we go. Yeah, it can be. Like, on live, breed just doesn't matter because you've got research anyway. Maybe I can help. Go to Silence, which is a long-ass run, which is why we farmed all the insignias. Yeah, I've got an Atrox Trader. They don't suffer. I've got an Atrox NT, an Atrox Shade. A bunch of other stuff. I don't even know how many characters I've got. Like 30? 220s? Right, there we go. Silence is where we're going next. Roll missions. Chairs are not anything anymore. You can't do the chairs thing. Fun as that was, that was in place of having missions to generate credits normally. Yeah, missions self-event. Once you start being able to roll from one playfield to the next, the credits for the reward go flying up. Remember that. So when you're seeing like, oh, I'm only getting like 3,000 or 4,000 a mission. Remember with the cash reward, you don't need the percentage. You can just blitz it, complete it, and leave. And also, once you're going at Avalon, rolling a mission to Newland or Broken Shores, the cash reward is massively higher. And obviously more risky. Ancient device. There we go. Got to show a mark of a ban, which I've got in my inventory already. And close out, speak again. Found the mark of a ban, somehow, magically, in a few seconds since you asked me to. Goodbye, right. Back to the gun. Yeah, it was just a rando crash. You get them in anyway with AO, and you definitely get them on PRK. But let's go back. Talk to the dude by the teleport statue. Well, all the money I've got on this character, I've gotten on this character just doing missions and selling the loot that I find in missions unless I need to use it. Which is how we played the game back in the day, really. Or you farm monster parts, convert them to plasma. You know, all the old ways work, but the chairs thing isn't there because we now have missions anyway. And with missions, you can generate credits pretty quick. The higher level you are, the faster you can generate them. I could try and activate the artifact. So you combine it with one of the insignias, then you go outside and use it on a bunch of silver tails. Now I'm going to go out from Frontier Bridge because I still need one more insignia than I had. Jumping on the steps. Yeah, the entry to Camelot is a bit skewiff. Face the wall and jump sideways seems to work. You mean talking to the guy in Boralis? Yeah, I showed that on the stream to the devs. I said, do you wanting to keep that, or should that not be part of the game? Because people were doing that a lot on... ...2019, and they nerfed it. Because people, like, the whole server was running back and forth for the 10k. Yeah. So they actually reduced the reward down to 300 creds or something like that on 2019, but left it the same on live, which they didn't care about because no one does that on live, because everyone, most of the people playing there have got a bunch of higher level characters with billions of credits, so they never do it. Leona missions, you have to get her doll. Yeah, that was in Omniland though, wasn't it? Oh, was it Newland? Okay. I think we've finished. You have saved 2 souls. Oh, one more? Cover eyes with the ancient device. Now return. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 25k per bottle of wine is another good shout once you can kill mobs in Temple. I can remember on the 2019 server, I got to the point around level 50, 60, where I could roll missions in Avalon to the far south for like 100k a time on a fixer. So I was running in, hitting the objective, meeping out. So I could make 1 million in an hour or so. Maybe. Because you make it like 100+k per mission. Yeah, you get the 25k for handing it into the bartender in Newland. It's quite good for low-level credit gain. You know, if you can... the only thing is the bottles are unique. Otherwise, people... If it were not unique, people would stand in Temple of the Three Winds all day long farming them until they had like a bag full and then trade in the whole bag. You know? You have to go back and forth each time. $300 XP, 300 cash. Wow, much reward. On live, that's worth like the same as a daily. But not here. And we got the garden key. Yay, mission accomplished. Yeah, if I log out of here to my level 30. I'll maybe be able to show you. Okay. They're only slightly higher level than this character, really. So if you go to one end of the map, and I'm going to go, yep, full def. How much comp have I got? Not enough. So you go to one end of the planet map. So we're going to go by the Wampers. So this is a level 33 shade. Alone. So what I'm going to do for science, I'm going to go to hard. Credits, good. I'm going to go open. And physical. So target person. Cash, 5,000 credits. Where is it? Yeah, it's right nearby. But the ones like in Bliss, 5,200. Kill the person or pick up the object. When in waste, 5,000. 13,000, there you go. Near Newland. That one we've got to run in and do something. So I'm going to go accept. That is, oh my god, near Bliss. Okay. Higher level you are. Oh, I may not be able to enter the mission. Yeah, we've had that with a few. Some you can, some you can't. Seems to be fairly variable. The mission reward is a level 60 fixer nano. Which is at least one per ride away. If you can get, as soon as you're rolling further and further away from where you rolled the mission, the higher the reward is. No, I don't think we could do this mission like kill all the mobs and get to the objective because we're level 33 and the objective is possibly level 60. Do missions make good credits? They can, yeah. If you know what you're doing, yeah, you can make decent money on them. Now, if I was here in a flying vehicle, this would be much quicker. Actually, now I think about it. Why am I running? Sit, stand, cast. If you can do them quickly, like on a fixer or something, run in, run out. Yeah, pretty epic. Now, given my level, the furthest away I can go at the moment is here. By level 60, I'll be getting a lot more. It's variable. The higher level you are, and the further away the mission is, the higher the monetary reward for that mission. That's why there's so many damn fixers on the server right now. And I might not even be able to do it at this level, you know, on a shade, because the shade's not a fixer and not that defensive. Right, so the mission is, if we do zone in and don't end up in new land. Oh, mother, father. Can't even show you. Yeah, so if I could have got in, I could have shown you. But it wasn't to be. Alright, let's roll from... Where did we roll last time? It was Boralis, wasn't it? And it was working. Battle armor and tank suits. Yes, this is true. This is true. Right, so we've still got the sliders. Will not have changed. So, see where it sends me. Is it somewhere I can go? So it's sending me from Borealis to Newland. Ooh, last ditch. That's quite far. That wants to give me 15k to target an item. Michael Rastello has subscribed. Thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Stronger than did the same bomber has planted a nuclear device within his small Strat West Bank. Maniacs there, know his name, clean it out. Okay, that's you. Target an NPC. 15,000. Target NPC is going to be easier. Let's just see if we can actually get to the mission. So that is by... Yeah, I've had it with a few missions, but the server lag is much, much lower. I'm going to get a beer, and then we're going to Hail Mary this. I won't be long. Now, it could be we try this and we get portaled back to Newland again, but, you know, no reason not to try. So where's my mission? Okay. Oh, no, this way. The only white mob on the map. Well, sometimes. You get the most IP as op effects. No. Not exactly. You could argue you get the most... Oh, God. You get the most IP on any breed because of the nanopoint cost. But it's relative, isn't it? So that, yes, these two are cheaper. On op effects, there's only two dark blue. And then Solitus, everything's even on abilities. So the cost is, it's relative to what you're trying to achieve, I guess. Like Nanomage is the cheapest for a casting class, so you could argue, oh, for a pet user and or whatever. NT, Nanomage is the cheapest because their trickle-down skills are the cheapest. Overall, I'm not that sure that's right. How the fuck do we get over the wall? Oh, I'm too low to jump it. That's depressing. Yeah, the old forums that had all the... Yeah, why did they get rid of that? That was a gold mine of information. Solitus is just nerfed from an IP perspective. No, it isn't. It's the easiest one to implement and play. Nerfed in what way? Because there's no cheap skills? All the skills are mid-cost. There are no expensive skills. But there are also no cheaper skills. But if you look at the endgame max IP... you can spend in one of those skills. Solitus still wins. Now, the main argument for op effects you can make is the two hardest to buff skills are agility and sense. You have 350k. No, dude, no. You do not. Oppie works for Advi, yes. Oppie works for anything. Any breed works for any class if you know what you're doing. Now, first off, do you need to max every skill? If you're playing late game and you're putting in symbionts, yes, you basically will need most of your base abilities maxing. For instance, on NT, without the implementation of symbionts, you don't need strength. I had a guy going, oh my God, you're raising strength on an NT, you're a moron. For about 2 weeks on a Let's Build a Toon. And then I started by using symbionts and went, oh, look, it requires strength. And he vanished. I think I've crashed trying to zone west 3 times now. I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, so Solitus is the easiest to twink. I did alphas on a Solitus dock at 219. But on live with research, breed becomes almost like arbitrary. It just doesn't matter. I think the game is frozen. Oh, God. Let's have a look. It's the thing using the least amount of resources on my system at the moment is the actual game. All right, let's just crash out. Okay, we crashed out and it's still there. That's not good. Close window. Oh, hard crash. Oh my God. Still running where? Oh, this isn't good. Is this the AO version of Turtle? Wow, I've no idea what that is. Void Thought is now following. Thank you for the follow. If I knew what that meant, I could answer, but I don't. What's bloody Steam running? Get away. Why did I have Steam running? Okay, I'm stuck with this screen now. Okay. Pretty sure the game's not running because I've crashed it out, but I still have it on screen. Turtle WoW was a private server WoW project. They had many alternative plans for the... Oh, right, okay. Yeah, then in which case, yes. But I didn't know what Turtle WoW was because I don't like WoW. Tried it, didn't like it. Don't like the graphics, don't like the art style. Just didn't appeal to me in the least. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So I've still got a frozen screen there and yet no AO client running. So what happens when I try and log back in? It's a preservation server, more than anything else, yeah. I calculated 2%. Yeah, it depends on your class, your build, and like a gazillion other things. And yet the frozen screen is still there and won't let me close it. Oh well. Fuck you. Fuck you very much. How the hell we're going to do this mission? I have no idea at this rate. We can't even get the game to go. Yeah, it's not really changing. Well, it is changing a few things, like the pathing is better in this game, which means kiting doesn't really work with your NT. If you go to the claw camp outside Omni-Ent and try and pull all the mobs to a wall and nuke them, they'll run out the gate and come and get you. We tested it last week, I think, just to see the differences. This is a target person mission, if we ever get there, and if it doesn't transport me back to Newland, which it's doing at the moment. But Tinkering Idiot and the other devs know and said, you know, we know, we'll fix it. Okay, I think I need to come out of the vehicle so I can put my character somewhere. Okay, I think this is the entrance. Stump of wood. Please, not Newland. Yay, not Newland. Right, okay, we got in the mission. And we're looking for a target. Okay. I'm gonna guess target is far away from the door. I'm not gonna bother with anything. Oh shit. I did not want a locked door. We're trying to blitz. We're gonna fail. Things don't give up chasing you inside a mission. Yeah, we're gonna die. We're gonna die, gonna die, gonna die. No heart, no nothing. Nullity Sphere has a huge run buff thing, yeah. Oh well, that was a disaster. Go back to new land. I was saving this for getting out of the mission, but yeah, I'm gonna save stuck for that. The other screen is still fucking there, and nothing short of re-logging into Windows is gonna get rid of it, I don't think. And if I do that, it'll kill the stream. Level 30 MP pet can kill a level 40 mobs with a heal pet. You're not trying hard enough. Problem we got there is we got snared, so we couldn't run away quite so well. Wonky on pathing. Pathing is better on this server, I'd say, definitely. Yeah, I never, you know what, I made a level 220 MP and I never used the Mez pet because it was just not good. It was so unreliable and reset aggro so often, as in like it's on my main pet, it's on my main attack pet, and then you would use the Mez pet and then all of a sudden the is back on you because you've reset the aggro. It was just a mess. So I literally went, yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing that anymore. And then, yeah, any kind of a enemy would just kill the Mez pet anyway. So I just ended up abandoning Mez pets. People go, oh no, you need the best one. I was like, it's shit. It's horrible. It breaks everything. I don't want it. And I just never, ever used it again. I tried it again at 220 and went, yep, still shit. Still the same bloody thing. Resets aggro. Now the bastard boss mob is on me again. Yeah, so it just really didn't work for me. So I just abandoned using a Mez pet ever. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Great for a Rubi-ka mission. It was a Rubi-ka mission it did it in. And I was just like, oh, forget it. I'm not doing this ever again. Yeah, even with the big Mortig pet. Yeah, even with him. Yeah, I hated it. Because all a Mez pet does is temporarily stop the main thing you're fighting from fighting. It's useful if you've got an ad, because you can get the ad to stop fighting, but that's it. As soon as it's on the same thing you're fighting, oh, nightmare. What perk on what class? Rotro. Server restart incoming. There'll be a server restart on Ithaca in a few minutes. Missions now go to missions instead of Newland City. Yay! The devs fixed it. Thought you might like free teleports, but okay. This is gonna work perfect. No explosions. Honest. Yeah, they're a great team. They really are. Yeah, the patch notes are like so funny. They are. We might have, I think we've stretched this further than we should, to be honest with you. I think going this high is too high. We can't blitz it, is my opinion. But the reason you roll missions from one end of the map to the other is for that reason. Trust me bro, when I say, yeah, it does work, but you're not going to trust me on it, I know that. But yeah, the further away your mission target location is, the higher the reward, but invariably, the tougher the mobs. Up to the top of the, whatever the mission slider says they will be. Right, I'm logging out before Ithaca goes down. The reward is always the furthest room from the entrance. Usually. Not every time. Not every time. I wish that were true. But yeah, mostly true. Mostly true, but not each and every time, unfortunately. Oh, for Keeper, Aura of Revival up till level 60 is the primary spend on perks. Bioshield after that as a secondary. And then once you're like level 100, 200, or 150 to 200, you start ignoring Aura of Revival because your own heal aura is so much stronger. It's incidental, but at low levels, yeah, it's pretty cool. Right, okay. Connection lost? No. I know why I crashed. They're restarting the server. It's okay. No, it's still trying to make me do it. No. Oh, but thankfully we got rid of the rando AO screen. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I've got to get up for work tomorrow at stupid o'clock. So we'll leave the stream there. I'll be back on tomorrow, I think. We'll do some more with that. I'm sure I can show you how the mission thing works. I mean, I could show you on the live server better because I've got more well-equipped characters there that can actually blitz missions. Trying to do it on Shade just because they're my highest level character was probably not the best idea. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for the resubs. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the arguments. Thank you for the painting yourself into the corner. That was quite funny. But I love you and I forgive you. Anyway, until the next one, bye for now.